an unprecedented.
Let me wait to see if I'm gonna have more people come in here. Alrighty, let's see how many more people is gonna come here to chat with me here on this live. Hello, if you just get here. All right, let's hear this real quick with me.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
Now, is Donald Trump, Donald Trump's win the election? Is it a mandate? What is a mandate? Now, a mandate is like a directive. Basically, I agree with you. I agree with your argument, and I'm gonna send you to do this for me. All right, you're gonna do my work for me. So is Donald Trump winning the election is a mandate? That's the question I have. Actually, it is not, and here's why I said it is not a mandate. Um, After I did a little research, I see that Donald Trump won the election by only 2 million votes, about 2.5 million votes. And I'll say about in the last 60 years, or I'll say 60 years, in the last 60 years, there has been only two presidents who won the popular vote by. All right, John F. Kennedy won the popular vote by 112 vote, and Richard Nixon won the popular vote by 812 votes. So Donald Trump won the popular vote only by 2.5 million votes. So it's about 274. No, it's about 245 million, and I rounded it. I rounded the number. Hello, Lee. Hello. So it's um it's not a mandate. It would have been a mandate if the majority of people voted for Donald Trump. It would have been a mandate. Now, um, after the election was over, there was a lot of people who was googling about how to change their vote. A lot of people voted like they were trying to change their vote, and nah, that's impossible. You can't do that. And from different Republican states. So now Donald Trump claimed that I'm talking about Donald Trump claimed that America has sent a historical mandate. It's not any historical mandate because Donald Trump had won the popular vote or the election. I so he won the popular vote or the election with only 2.5 million votes, and Kamala Harris lost only like she lost it. Donald Trump won it with 76 million votes, and Kamala Harris won the popular vote. I mean, Donald Trump won the popular vote at 76 million vote, and Kamala lost it at 74 million. I'm sorry. So okay. So now, is that a mandate? No, it is not a mandate. It is not a mandate. I appreciate it, Lee. So it is not a mandate. So therefore, claiming to be, oh, that's the most historical mandate, and that's not true. That's not true. Now, I cannot wait to see. I I'm very anxious. I'm very optimistic. Also, I can't wait to see what's January or what's next year is gonna be like under this new leadership of Donald Trump, because there has already been a lot of people waiting, a lot of mayors, a lot of governors, a lot of democratic mayors and governors who who ready to fight against Donald Trump. And it's going to be very interesting 4 years. And I cannot wait to see what is it going to be like under this new leadership of Donald Trump. So I know it's going to be chaotic. I don't know how chaotic it's going to be. I don't wish for it to be chaotic, but it is what it is, because that's what we had in the last uh, during his first term. This is what we had. We had a chaotic administration. Um, Donald Trump fired people during in a tweet. He fired multiple people from his administration, and it's gonna be very interesting. Like, it's gonna be very interesting. Yes, very interesting next 4 years. So I cannot wait to see that. And again, the reason why I want to talk about it is because after I did that little research, I see that John F. Kennedy had won the election, the popular vote, with only 112 popular vote, and Richard Nixon, won the popular vote in 1968 with only 812, 800 and 800,000 vote. Meanwhile, Donald Trump only won the popular vote with only 2.5 million. So that's not a mandate, and that can't not be a mandate, because the majority of American people voted against him, and I'm hoping that he he don't think that he's gonna be the king. He's gonna be the appreciatedly niece. So I'm hoping that he don't think he's gonna be the king and he's gonna lead as a king. And I'm hoping that he will follow the Constitution and he will abide by it, by the Constitution, because this country is a country of law, and everyone has to respect the laws, even though all of his legal cases, they all drop. All the prosecutor drop all of his legal cases. So I cannot wait to see what exactly what exactly is gonna is going to happen. Jesus Morales, you said I need help, please. What can I help you with? Talk to me real quick here. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Jesus Morales. What can I help you with? Thank you, Linese. Linese. Okay, so Jesus, what can I help you? You said I need help. What do you need help with? Can I stop the help of government and do it myself? What do you? I do not understand what your question. How can I stop the help of government and do it myself? I don't understand your question. I don't think it makes sense. I'm sorry if I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, let me go back to my. Please rewrite it again. I'll hopefully I can help you. Okay. So my shirt, where's my shirt from? Well, my wife purchased it for me. I don't remember where my wife purchased it from. So I don't know, because my wife purchased my shirts for me. All right, let me go back to what I was about to say. Now, um, the last time, the last time I watched on the news, there was a Denver, the mayor of Denver, who was, if I'm not mistaken, He's a Democrat, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna be ready for Donald Trump. He's not gonna allow them to come in and put national guards, like Donald Trump says that they're gonna put national guards going after illegal immigrant and deport them." So already has been a lots of contraction between different mayors, governors around the country, and all forget about world leaders like Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. He he also getting ready for Donald Trump's tariff, and Mexico. They're like I'm gonna get ready for Donald Trump 25% tariffs. If it thinks he's gonna implement tariffs on us, this is what's gonna happen. And oh yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, my wife. How can I make money by myself and not work for someone else? Well, there are multiple ways, Jesus. Jesus. There are multiple ways you can work. You can make money not working for someone else. There are tax. There are you can either file taxes for people, or you can sell stocks, Bitcoin, or Tesla, or Apple. So these are different ways you can at least make money. Do they trade to make money? So yeah, there are multiple ways. So those are different ways you can make money. All right, I'm not talking about this right now. Let me focus on what my subject is. Okay, so I hope this gives you a little help. Yeah, because the government tax the money they already taxed me on. Well, you cannot avoid taxes. You cannot avoid that. Unfortunately, you cannot avoid paying your tax because it is law. You cannot avoid paying your taxes. You got to pay taxes. That's very important. It is one of obligation, or it is one of the responsibility that we have as citizen. You got to pay your taxes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, your kids probably looks lovely like you. Oh, appreciate it, Liz. Yes, they do. So, well, I'm talking about how Donald Trump claims to that America has his election winning is a mandate that America has sent. Actually, and my point is it is not a mandate. A mandate. What is a mandate? A mandate is a directive. Is something that okay. Uh, if we are in an argument and or basically, if you telling me I'm gonna do this and I said okay, all right, you can go ahead and get it done. So I give you the green light to go get it done. So that's basically what Donald Trump has claimed that his election win um, is, but it is not actually because the majority of there's a big majority of people who voted against him, while there's a quite like just a little like a point of a percentage who voted for him, and it would have been a mandate had his had he won more popular vote, like more people voted for him, so he would have been amended. And when I go back to history, when I look back at history, you can see that Donald Trump is one of the president-elect who won the least popular vote in history in the last 60 years. So therefore, that is not a mandate. Um, Again, it would have been a mandate had the majority of people voted for him. it would have been amended. But because the majority of people did not vote for him, I will be in shortly because I'm not staying for too long because I have babies. I have one baby, so I have a little kid. So yeah, I'm not gonna be here for too long. Yeah, I I'll, I will be having another live maybe tomorrow. I'm trying to come here every day, but it's kind of like difficult for me to come here every day because I have other priorities. Okay, so yeah, so to go back to what I was saying, that it is not a mandate. It is not a mandate because there, I think there's a lot of people, there's a lot of American who regretted that they voted for him, because during in that day, the day of the election, a lot of people were like a lot of people who voted for him, they were look up online saying, how can I change my vote, which which is impossible. If you already voted for somebody, you cannot change your vote to a different person, because you that is your vote. That's it. That's how it is in this country. You cannot change your go ahead and change your vote online or anywhere else. So therefore, I don't think that was the mandate. And another point, Donald Trump always claim everything. He always claim everything, even though like he always crying. He's like a crying baby. Actually, yeah, yeah, I know it's too late for regret. However, there was a lot of people who regretted that. It's too late. Yeah, they already did it, so yeah, it's too late. Yeah, I was watching the news that there was a lot of people who voted and they were trying to change it, and that tells you a lot about what's the next 4 years gonna be like. A lot of people are gonna be tired of, a lot of things. He Donald Trump already made news because he had appointed multiple controversial figures into his administration. For instance, Matt Gates, Matt Gates. He appointed Matt Gates as the Attorney General, and Matt Gates had to drop because he's too controversial. There were like both Republicans and Democrats were not happy that he appointed someone like that. And there's the other guy that he appointed to be, I believe, Department of Defense, to lead the Department of Defense. I can't remember his name, but he used, I think his last name is Hegseth, something like that. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. So anyway, so he appointed this guy who usually appear on Fox News um, as a commentator, and he appointed him to lead the Department of Defense. So that's another controversial person. So yeah, the next 4 years gonna be very interesting, very interesting, to say the least. Because I can't find any other words to use to describe what the next 4 years will be like. And so it's gonna be very interesting because the last during Donald Trump's first term, it was crazy. Donald Trump fired people during in a tweet. He fired, if I can remember clearly, he fired his Secretary of State during in a tweet. That was crazy. He fired someone in a tweet. That's a major like, and also there was a lot of turnover during his first term. So it's gonna be very interesting. I thought it was the first in 2 decades to win the popular. Whoa, no. Nah. He's not the first in 2 decades to win the popular vote. Actually, Joe Biden won the popular vote the last when Joe Biden ran against him. So no, that's not true. Barack Obama won the popular vote. George Bush did not win the popular vote. He lost it. He lost the popular vote. And I believe the first George Bush won the popular vote. Don't quote me on that because I have to check that. Don't quote me on that. And Ronald Reagan won the popular vote. So no, he's not. He's not. So as the first Republicans, Ronald Reagan won the popular vote. So I have, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I have to look up. I have to look that up, and don't quote me on that. So I can look it up, and we'll discuss that more tomorrow. All right, Leenies, appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Now, my point for tonight's live is is to say that Donald Trump didn't his election win is not a mandate. That's my point. That's my point. That is not a mandate, and the next 4 years is gonna be very interesting because he's whatever he's saying are very very impactful on people. Okay, when he threatened the Canada and Mexico with a 25% of tariffs, that is very powerful, and people heard him. They heard him. I believe today Justin Trudeau was in Palm Beach County today. He was at Mar-a-Lago to meet with him, and the Mexican president, the lady, the newly elected Mexican president, she also stated that the American people are gonna be the one paying for the tariffs if Donald Trump implement those tariffs. And she clearly stated that General Motors are gonna be the one paying for it. So therefore, as a result of that, we're gonna be the one paying for it. I will be the one paying for it. You will be the one paying for it. So now, what? And that was one of the main thing that I did not like with him personally. Now that's my opinion. I'm okay. I can have my opinion, but you can have your own opinion. Now, me personally, that was my main thing with him is the fact that he doesn't control what he's saying. Like when you go online, write you're a world leader, you write anything about people or anything about anything like that, it will have impact on people. It will have impact. People are not gonna look at it like me. Like right now, I'm saying all these things. Not a lot of people are gonna pay attention to me. I'm not popular. I'm not popular enough, and maybe one or two person gonna hear me. But you, as a world leader, you have a lot of followers on on um, on his truth social media. He has about 8 million people following him. Twitter or X. He has a bunch of people following him on Facebook. Bunch of people and TikTok. He has a bunch of people following him. So yeah, when you talk, people listen, people hear you, and they will react to that. Therefore, you gotta watch what you're saying. Okay, so that's my main thing with Donald Trump. So you don't think he'll go into office with a mandate? No, that is not a mandate. That is not a mandate. Winning the popular vote with only 2.5 million people, there are about 80, 80 million people living in America. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 150 million, but about 150. My bad. I'm taking this back. There are about 150 million people living in America. So that's not a mandate. Now, had he won the election with 150 million people like voted for him, this would have been a mandate. That would have been a mandate. Or let's say 125 million people would vote for him. That would have been a mandate. He actually the last time he had more vote the last time. He had more vote the last time compared to this year. So I have to look into that, but I believe so. I believe he had more vote the last time compared to this time, because last time he was about like around like 80 million people who voted for him, and yeah, but this time around he only got 76 million vote. So no, now that is not amended. Now I I don't know if he does care about people or not. All I all I all I can think about is I think he's trying to defend Americans, which is great. That's lovely. That is lovely. However, how you trying to defend Americans? You got the way he's doing it is not. I don't think is not smart enough. Now he may the way he's doing it may be good in people's here, but but for the world outside, for the people outside living outside of America, it it has a lot of impact on people. Now he's saying that he will stop the invasion of immigrant. Yeah, that's true. There's a like there's a big caravan coming in the country, which is not good. You shouldn't be coming here illegally. You shouldn't be crossing the borders and come here illegal in this country. Now, I came here through the process. I waited for years and come here in this country. I believe so. If you want to come here, you gotta follow the process and go through the legal process to come here. That is great. And he's saying that I mean, things have been very expensive, and things like the basic necessity, basic products are expensive all around the world. Like gas are very expensive in Europe. Gas is very expensive in the Caribbean. Gas is expensive everywhere in the world here. So he's saying that gas is too expensive. Now listen, gas. The last time I purchased gas, it was still at $3. It's still at $3. So yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything changed. There's gonna be too much changes. I can't wait to see it, but this is my take. I don't believe that by him being elected as the president, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of changes. There's gonna be a lot of changes in terms of like in the prices, because the government don't control the price. The government do not control price. So the government do not control the energy prices. So there's not gonna be a lot of effect. Now, like he said, he will open all the federal land for to act to allow companies to drill. However, the government do not control this stuff. Okay, so I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of changes. There's gonna be changes over time. Maybe not during his 4 years, but there will be changes over time. All right, that's commendable. Okay, he almost had 54%. Okay, he doesn't care about people. He almost had 54% of the vote. What vote? What are you talking about? What vote? No, you didn't get almost 54% of the vote. Now, if you go, if I don't know where you get that 54% of the vote, hey, Jesus Morales. So I don't know where you get that, but no, he didn't get almost 54% of the vote. That's not true. Sure. Are you sure about all Americans? Actually, yeah, I believe he's defending. All right, now, all right. Let me stop Bell. Let me step back to I was about to say. Now, when you said all Americans, do you mean like? Now, what I'm saying about he's defending, like, and how can I say that here? So I believe he's defending the lifestyle. I believe he's defending the way of life, or the cost of living. That's what I'm trying to find out. Yeah. So I believe he's trying to defending the cost of living, reduce the prices for all Americans. That, I think that's what I'm trying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's defending the cost of living. He's trying to reduce the cost of living. I think that's what he's trying to do. I don't know. Again, um, I'm a little bit naive as you, because I don't know what's in his brain. I can't. The only thing I can hope for is I can hope. I'm hoping hope for the best for him, because as an American, as an Haitian American, I live here. I have my family here, and I can only hope for the best for this country. I can only hope for the best for this president. However, the way he talks, the way he conveys his message, I think the way he's conveying his messages are not correct. Okay, it's not. It doesn't sound good in everybody's ears, and that's probably why you said that he. Are you sure about all Americans? Now, if you are transgender, you may think like you may feel unsafe under Donald Trump's presidency, because there have been a lot of people who move out of this country. Like, um, we know about all the big celebrities like Ellen DeGeneres. We know about Tom Hanks. We know about just to say those few names. Okay, so but yeah, like I said, if you're a transgender, you may feel unsafe under his leadership. If you if you're an immigrant like me, I mean, I don't feel unsafe. I don't feel unsafe under his leadership. I don't care about what he's saying, because he can deport me. He cannot deport me. So, uh, I don't feel unsafe. Now, if you're an immigrant, yeah, you're probably gonna feel unsafe under his leadership. If you who else? If you're a Muslim, you might feel unsafe under his leadership. If you're from the Middle East, you might feel unsafe under his leadership. Now, now, if that's what you mean by all Americans, yeah, I totally agree with you on that point. Well, some of the women, actually, this here is more debatable. We can debate on that, because his first pick as the chief of staff is a woman. So now you can debate that, because some people might say, well, that's not true, because he appointed women to lead in his administration. He appointed he gets along with women. So black people, well, that is also debatable, because he also appoints a black person, I think, to lead HUD. And that guy, I was watching the news. He's a black person, so he appointed people of color to lead his under his administration. So those are debatable. Now, what I'm saying is, when you talk about transgender, or people claim to be LGBTQ plus community. So if you talk about these people, they may feel like Donald Trump is not defending their right. Um, now, if you refer to women in terms of like women's body, in terms abortion, all that, yeah, you may feel unsafe under his leadership, because he's the one who appointed who appointed 3 judges in the Supreme Court that overturned Roe v. Wade. So that was a big thing. Yeah. In this way, yes. So you may feel unsafe. You may feel unsafe. Now, Starbell, I don't know if I answer your question, if I answer your take. But anyway, you took the proper steps to be an American. Okay. Yeah. I've been listen. I came here. When I came here, I waited for 5 years to. Well, I waited for 5 years. Right after 5 years, I became a U.S. citizen. However, my mom was the one who applied for me to come here. I waited for a long time to come here legally, and when I came after 5 years, I became a U.S. citizen real quick. So I've been a U.S. citizen more than more than I was a green card holder. So he cannot touch me. It cannot touch me. It cannot touch my family. So I'm okay with that. However, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing in terms of like I don't feel the empathy of those other immigrants, but yes. So I feel them. I feel those people, those other immigrants who feel unsafe under his leadership, who will feel unsafe under his leadership, and I I totally understand that, and I can feel it because in the situation my country is right now is terrible, and I can't imagine myself going back to my country, living there. It's terrible. So it is terrible. And to talk a little bit about my country now, the reason why my country is in this state is because American have always said that the U.S. government is the way the U.S. government is handling foreign affairs is terrible. They are terrible at it. They are not good. Terrible. They are bad. And it is sad to see to see a country that has gone down so low. Haiti has gone down into its lowest point ever in my lifetime. So I've never seen Haiti like that. I've never ever seen Haiti so low. Ever, ever, ever. And it's a result of the foreign policy, America's foreign policy, that's messed up Haiti like that. And now, when Donald Trump, well, he didn't clearly stated that Haitian ate the dogs, whatever, all that, but he's basically backing that up. So because when he said that on the debate stage that they are eating the dogs, they are eating the cats, and he clearly knows that that was a lie. However, he didn't feel ashamed about saying it. He didn't feel ashamed. He did not. He clearly did not feel ashamed because he doesn't care. He knows that he can win the election without Haitian votes, and and but I knew a lot of Haitian voted for him. I knew there was a lot of Haitian who voted for Donald Trump, even though he said that. So that's on them. That's on Donald Trump. But anyway, so my point is Haiti has gone down so low, and I have never, ever, ever seen Haiti to this point at all. Ever, ever. So it is terrible. Yeah, it's sad for others, but we need to get control of our home because it's becoming an animal house. Well, um, well, what do you mean by it's becoming an animal house? Can you please elaborate more? Even the other want Haitians in their lanes. Well, that's true. That is true. That is true. And I sympathize with those Dominicans who don't want Haitians in their land. I sympathize with them because when I go to DR, um, the way I see Haitians are are their manners are not good, and I would feel the same way. To tell you honestly, as a Haitian, I would feel the same way. I'm not being like I'm gonna be clear. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the way the way I feel. So yeah, I will feel the same way. I'm I'm not gonna be like criticizing them, saying that oh they wrong of thinking like that. I mean they right. However, um, I can clearly state that. I can clearly say it. I can 100% say it that Haitians not gonna eat dogs. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not true. That is not true. Okay. All right. So now, when you said that this country becoming an animal house, what do you mean by that? Now, this is my take on what you said. Is I believe immigrants. This is what we have. We when we come in a place now. I'm talking for myself. When I came in this country, when I came here, I saw a lane of opportunity. And the first thing I did was I teach myself how to speak English because I didn't speak no English when I came here. I taught myself how to speak English and I went to school. I spent about 16 years straight up. I went, all I did was go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school every day. Every day. Every day. I go to school, go to work, pay my bills, leave my in my little bubble to survive. Then once I'm done with my bachelor, I earn my bachelor degree, I earn my associate. I earned two associate and one bachelor. And so after I did that, I I got a job. Now I'm building my family. So I came here with the mindset that I'm gonna come here to make my life better. I'm gonna come here and I will learn, I will assimilate and become part of this community to make my life better for me and my family. Who right now I have three boys and my wife. So we live in our lives. So that was the mindset when I came here. That was my mindset, you know. So I don't know about any other immigrants, but for me, when I came here, that's what I had in mind, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm growing every day. I'm learning every day. I've never stopped learning. Okay, so so I don't know what you mean by an animal house, but yeah, but for me as an immigrant, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm living my best life. I'm just telling you, I'm living my best life now. If my wife and I wants to go somewhere, I want to take my wife my family on a vacation. We just go on a vacation without looking at anything. So we want to spend the time as a family, enjoy our time. We're gonna do it. So that's what I worked for. Okay, that's what I was preparing. I was preparing for that. So um, I like if you see me, you're not gonna know my nationality if I don't talk to you or if I don't tell you who I am. So yeah, you're not gonna know anything of me. Okay. So yeah, and when you said that even DR don't want Haitians in their land now. Um, when I went to DR, I went on vacation to DR, and it's saddening me that I experience. I see some Haitians living in certain ways, and which is terrible, which is terrible. So, and I do sympathize with those Dominicans who, who kind of like feel mad or feel bad about having Haitians in their community. I I mean, some of them manage their life away and they assimilate into the community, into the culture. They do, but some of them don't, and you still have the same thing going on here. I work with a lot of Latino. I work with a lot with Cubans. A lot of Cubans don't speak English. A lot of them don't speak English. Many of them don't speak English, by the way. So when I ask them, how long have you been living here? They're like, I've been living here for 20 years. They're like, I've been living here for 15, 10, 12. And I'm like, why? You don't speak no English? No, no, no English, no English. Un poquito, un poquito. I'm like, come on, man, why don't you speak English? Like, no, English is too difficult. I don't have time for that. Like, so it's the same thing for those Haitian living in the Dominican Republic. Actually, when you when you meet a Haitian in Dominican Republic, it is it is hardly you will hardly find a Haitian who don't speak Spanish. Maybe it's just the way I what I find with Dominican Republic with Dominicans, if you if you if your manner, the way you come, like the way you carry yourself, if you carry yourself nice, properly, like really nice, all that, they're not gonna have no problem with you. But if you're carrying yourself bad, they will have problem with you. Because when I was there, I mean, I had a rental car, so I didn't have no problem. Nobody ever stopped me doing all this nonsense, asked me for my identification. And also, I speak English only. I only spoke English when I was there, so um, it was kind of like different. However, wherever I go, I have no problem. I had absolutely no problem, you know. Um, and I again, I kind of like understand people who don't want that, because I see certain Haitians who don't carry themselves, you know, nicely. So that's my take on that. And like I said, I really sympathize with these people. All right, Hales Morales. So I will be back here tomorrow. I'll stop the live, and because it's already late now, gotta go to bed, take care of my boys, help my wife with certain tasks. So I will be back here tomorrow. And like I said, I'm gonna try to have a live here every day, but I don't guarantee that. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blessing Hills Morales. And like I told you, if you want to make money without working, go ahead, invest it in the stock market. Um, invested in stock market, invested in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was almost reached $100,000 now. So Tesla is another good stock that I see that's going higher. Apple is another one. Now Nike has been going down a lot. Walmart is another good stocks. What else? Now those stocks are the stocks that I do follow too. Now if you want to make money, that those extra income, that's another way for you to make some money. Or invest it in real estate. Now, in real estate is very hard to it's very hard to get into, but or you can buy a business that's already set, and you just take over that ownership. So Yeah. So there are different ways for you to make money. However, you're not gonna be able to make money right away. You will build up upon that to make money later on. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you everybody. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, the name is Smith. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you for following me. I'll see you guys here back here tomorrow night. Hopefully, I don't have too much to do tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody. Good night.